Hey y'all, this is B from Rising. I'm really excited to tap in with y'all today because we are about to do one of our first ever sound frequency sessions. I thought it was important for us to be by the water for this. So these sound frequency sessions are going to be experiences deep in nature. We'll be taking walks together and working on our breath work as we walk deep into the woods to find that perfect spot. When we get there, we'll sit and we will rest together. And I will sing for you. And there in that resting space, we will release and send up healing frequency to those connected to us, known and unknown. And through the sound, we will allow our body to rest and release and heal itself and cleanse all connections, both seen and unseen. So let's get started. We're still in North Carolina. We're in Charlotte right now at a park, at a greenway. And so we will start a little bit of the sound frequency resting in a few minutes here. Just take some time to take a seat. Stretch your body out. Take some time to sit or lay down in a comfortable space. Maybe get some tea, some water. Get somewhere very comfortable. So I'm hoping you all can hear the water. I'm going to try to get a little closer to it. listen to the tones that I'm singing and allow them to sink deep into your body. Allow the sounds to surround you and create a bubble for you to float within and rest. A clear, sparkling bubble filled with you and all that you are, glistening and gleaming. A womb for you to rest in. A womb within a womb within a womb. We'll be singing to the water today. And we'll be singing to her for release, to wash us clean, to thank her for cleansing us. Thank y'all for tuning in. Know that you are loved. Know that you are appreciated and you are here to help heal the world. Peace. So I felt called to ask the water a few questions. Well, mainly just to see what the water had to tell us, because I was feeling just this pull to the water after I had finished singing to her, and it was sharing a message. There were different patterns that were showing up to me on the top of the water, and so I kind of have it showing in the video here so you can see the energy. But I pulled a few cards to ask, what is the water trying to share? And when I pulled, they gave me the Hangman upside down, the Ace of Cups, they gave me the Ace of Pentacles, they gave me a lot of different receiving from Divine Source cards, so a lot of Ace cards, and also the Hangman upside down, which means discernment and being sure in your decisions. So today we're going to be focusing on the element water and the concept of receiving. To be focusing on the element water and the concept of receiving. So I had asked water to send me 6 cards to help us understand how to better receive based on the energies that I was receiving, meditating on and with the water and with the patterns that were there. So we are doing 6 cards about receiving, and this is a message from the water. All right, y'all. So we got the 6 of Swords, the 9 of Pentacles, the Magician, the Strength card, the Page of Wands, and the 8 of Swords. So what I'm picking up here is, in order for us to receive or to be open, even more open to receiving even more, it's going to come with a stillness in our thoughts, a strategic and innovative usage of what we currently have in front of us, our intuition and our individual essence, and leaning into that, as well as creating new avenues to express creatively. All of these things will allow us to open up and be more childlike and able to receive better. So what I'm really seeing here is a lot of doubts and thoughts that were hindering us before. Now that April is here, it really is a time of really finalizing and releasing those last bits of those pieces of wounds, and really leaning into our knowing and what we currently have for going on for us. So with the 6 of Swords, it's really telling us we're moving into calmer waters. We're moving into a space of more trust. And we're letting go of the control factor and really allowing trust to steer us where we feel, and allowing our feelings to really dictate how we do and don't respond to certain things. This will really help us receive what we're wanting to receive and filter through all the other types of things that we're receiving, because it feels like it's a very particular type of filter we have to put our energy inputs through, so that way we're able to better understand what's coming in, if we should keep it, what we should do with it, kind of like our body does. So really slowing down and observing what is coming in and analyzing it through the lens of all that you have learned in your lifetime and your past lifetimes, and really trusting yourself on your decisions, because you are able to create anything that you would want to, and you're able to manifest forward any type of reflection that you would like. Folks that come around you are teachers and reflections of you, and how you treat yourself is what you will receive. Focus on our thoughts and slowing them down and really observing what those thoughts are, and turning the fruitful thoughts into avenues and channels, turning those thoughts that make us feel good into streams full of positive thoughts, full of creative thoughts, creating those waterways of feeling that feel very good to you, and digging deeper into those different ventures, whether it's sitting at the water and sharing cards, making jewelry, playing the game, roller skating, jumping jacks, leaning deeper into those things and trusting that that is worthwhile, and that will get you closer to receiving what you really want. With the Nine of Pentacles, I see someone that is an entrepreneur, or someone that is very, very creative or has a wealth of knowledge. And the water is telling us that all of our life's experience, whether it's in a classroom, in a house, in a family type, whatever type of experience it is, it adds to the garden of who you are. And so no matter what the experience was, it was an experience. Meaning, I'm very big on the concept of this capitalistic mindset that we are having instilled into our psyche through media and all of these things. Those ways, well, it's not even that I feel it. It's you see it too, don't you? All these things that used to be cool are no longer cool. They're no longer relevant, and they're no longer reflective of the culture today. They're not evolved enough. And so what's really exciting about that is that the experiences of people that were once looked upon as poor experiences or not valid experiences are now innately extremely valid. In fact, all those things that were that have been turned into statistics and became the whole world that we move around is crumbling around us. And what we're finding is that the elements are really sharing with us the foundations to recreating this construct that we're in. And so the experiences that were once seen as small are being validated by the divine. And so that's what I see with this Nine of Pentacles. 9 is an extremely divine number. It's 3 threes. 3 is the Trinity, and it's an extremely holy number. And 3 of them, it's a as above, so below type energy. And then in the Magician, we see the 1, which is taking those experiences and creating something anew. Taking from the elements, the pentacles, the swords, the cups, and the wands. Taking from the fire, the water, the wind, and the fire, water, wind, earth. And using those elements to create anew, to reuse, to pull from what we know, from what we've learned, and from what we feel, and creating a new from it. And then the Strength card is again looking very intently at those Eight of Swords reversed, which is, Eight of Swords is doubts and fears and blockages in your mental that keep you from moving physically. So it could be somebody publicly laughed at you or something like that, and so now you don't ever cut your hair, because when you had your hair cut, somebody told you that you looked funny and everybody laughed at you when you were younger or something. It's those types of doubts and thoughts that are very harmful, and they kind of shaped your identity in the capitalist world, in the world that's we're shedding from. And so what we have with the Eight of Swords reverse is you seeing that there are definitely a lot of places that you compromise on how you look, how you feel, how you share, because of what has happened in your past and how people have reacted to it when you were younger. And you're starting to really identify separate from those things. And so we see that lion there roaring at those thoughts, and then we see the human really consoling and taking time and training this lion and having its hand in its mouth. So it's really spending a lot of time with your shadow and with your child self, and going through those doubts and really mothering and nurturing those thoughts, and making sure that you're feeling held and seen by yourself. And in turn, those will turn into creative thoughts and ventures and passion and a type of interest in some type of thing that you closed off. And so that's what's really going to help us jolt in from this space of everything is black and white to the capitalist, it's in technicolor. We're going to be jumping up into a different realm in which it's more spiritually connected to the flow. And so that's why I thought it was really important to tap into the water today. Just because she knows how to flow, she really knows what we would need to know when it comes to being an open vessel, but still being intact, and how to filter through what we go through and where we're headed, and how to stay focused and in path, and how to just flow with the elements around her. And so that's really what this is all about, is really flowing with the elements that are around us to emphasize and enforce the new elements that we're looking to come into contact with. So I know this was a little bit of a interesting reading, but I hope it resonated with you. If it did, please like, share, subscribe, and leave some comments in the chat box below. So we will tap in next week, and I hope until then you stay blessed.